Hi, the video here today is about writing introductions and hooks, some tips to hopefully make your essays better. The first thing I want to talk about is the idea of how long does your essay need to be. The question I commonly get is, how long should my essay be? I can't answer that question because I don't know how long your essay needs to be, because I don't know what you want to say. The bigger your idea, the longer your essay needs to be. I know it's not a very helpful answer, but bottom line is you need to be able to clearly explain your point. And so if you need 10 paragraphs to do that, then you have to write 10 paragraphs. If you can explain your idea really clearly in 4 paragraphs, then do it in 4 paragraphs. Alright, another idea here that I want to cover is the idea that introductions are actually very important and meaningful. If you saw your cousin holding hands with a girl that you'd never seen before, and you walk up and say hi to your cousin, and he doesn't mention the girl, there's kind of an awkward social circumstance going on there. You don't know who she is, you don't know how long they've been dating, you don't know really what's going on. All it takes is your cousin to give a short introduction. Hi, this is my girlfriend. Or he could even go into more detail and say, this is my girlfriend, and we met at a concert last month, and we've been hanging out since then. So introductions really are important. When you're reading an essay or reading a book, if you don't get an introduction, you don't really know what's going on. It's very confusing and it can be disconcerting to the reader. Alright, we're going to spend a few moments here specifically looking at the idea of hooks. Hooks can be surprising facts, clever jokes, relevant quotations from important people, Abraham Lincoln or Martin Luther King Jr. You can start off by giving a definition of whatever it is you're talking about. It's not a great hook, but sometimes it works really well. An anecdote is a short personal story, and that can be a great way to start off your essay if it really connects with the point you're trying to make. There's also rhetorical questions, questions where you are not actually looking for a response, but you are directing the reader to think about a particular issue in a particular way. This list is by no means comprehensive. There are lots more different options that you can have for writing hooks. But right now we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple of hooks. One of them here is, what's America's most scenic drive? That's a rhetorical question. It's getting you to think about beautiful places and where in America is the most beautiful, and then the article goes on to talk about some of the best places to take pictures. The next example I have here is when Carl Bushby set out to hike 36,000 miles across 4 continents, he vowed he would only return to his native England on foot, which could be a real problem if he ever wants to get there. That hook is really a surprising statistic. 36,000 miles on foot, that's a long way. And it goes on, the whole idea of walking to England. Well, England's an island, so I'm not really sure how this guy plans on doing that. So that draws me in and really makes me want to know what's going on there. The third example I have here is, he came, he saw, he most certainly did not conquer. This came from an article about F. Scott Fitzgerald and how he completely failed with his time in Hollywood. But what I like about this hook is that really it's a reference to he came, he saw, he conquered. So it's kind of this quotation that we're familiar with, but it spins it and it plays it in a little bit surprising way. The last one, talk about protecting your legacy. There's an article about a problem that Lego, the company Lego, had, but I love the pun of legacy and legacy. So that's kind of your clever, witty example. Hooks are meant to draw your reader in. They are meant to capture your reader's interest. Let me go ahead and give you a couple more resources here. Here is a web page that you can certainly click on. It talks about hooks. And here is another one talking about introductions. So if you have any more questions, you can click on over to those. And I think that covers it. All right, we're going to follow up more later with the idea of writing thesis statements, which is really complex idea. So until next time, take care.